I think I'm live. Aloha. Oh boy. You're in for a treat, folks. Hey, Dominique. Aloha. Joseph. Aloha. Um, our, another one of our little bitch boys is having a wee. Oh. Well, you know what? When you live in public, you're gonna get noticed in public. But let's just hear his side of the story, because it's gonna be good. But anyway, so let's see. Okay. Hey, Kev, aloha. Yep, dumbass is at it again. Hey, Stitching Girl. He's scared because David Guns was filming him in public. Wee. Oh, just heard the end of what I said. Said what? Um, is my audio okay? I can't really tell because I'm not over there, but hey, Leanie Beanie, aloha. It's a warm one here today. I think it's a whole, let's see, it's a whole 75 degrees with a nice breeze. Hey, Nordic Dog, Robert, aloha. Fundy. Aloha. I thought I'd go on early because I usually do this when I'm right before I make dinner, but half the time I never end up making dinner and just forget it. Hey, near aloha. So, yeah. Oh, Elbow. He's whining and crying because somebody somebody videotaped him on from a private property on private property. But what a moron. More on than off, that's for sure. So let's indulge the bitch boy. Hey, Cobra John. Um, with a little bit of his own um okay. I don't know if I can do it that way. Hold on. Yep, that's what we're gonna go over, Fundy. Because once again, you zoomed into my license plate. Well, that was brought to the attention because you lied, fat boy. You said you'd gotten new tags in a new state. Liar, liar, liar. Shouldn't do that because people will call you down on it. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this a different way. Hold on. Gosh, it was a while. I guess that was just last night. I was probably sound asleep. Oh, it's way back there. All right, hold on. All right, there we go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry about the backlight there, but
no, we really don't want to see you.
I just want to make this quick video. I don't have time to horse around here. This video is regarding David Guns. First of all, David Guns, I don't really know you very well.
That, exactly. You don't know him.
We've had our ups and downs.
If you don't know him, how can you have up and down?
But I have to address you.
Oh, sure you do. Right.
Here.
Mr. Security Guard man.
Man, person to person.
Oh my gosh.
We talked a long time ago, years ago. We had a long conversation on the phone, an 8-hour conversation.
Really?
You told me some things about you. Not sure if they're true or not, or whatever the deal is. You were pleasant to me. I don't believe that you're a bad person. I don't believe you mean me any harm or mean my vehicle.
No, he's not the one you got to worry about.
Marie any harm. But let me ask you a question, and I'm going to clarify some things with you here. First of all, if you record me,
hey Monica, aloha,
in a public place, that's your First Amendment rights. You are correct.
David Guns said you can't trespass my eyes, and I thought that was a very short and to the point on being out in public. It doesn't matter if you're sitting on public property and somebody films you from public property, or they're out in the street, you dumbass. Because we know for sure you didn't get permission from the owner of the property to park there. So your story holds no water.
Zooming in on my license plate.
Yep, because you lied.
Really is not necessary.
Yeah, it is because you lied.
For your First Amendment rights.
Yeah, it is because you lied.
Doxing my location.
Why? Because you're in a public place.
Where I'm at. It really doesn't serve you any purpose for your First Amendment rights. But let me clarify your First Amendment rights. That's not a First Amendment.
It's not freedom of speech, you dipshit. I was
parked on a private property.
Oh, private property.
Technically, where you were recording me, you were recording me while you were on private property.
Right.
That's actually, you don't have First Amendment rights on private property. So if you
you're such a dumbass. You have no concept
public street
of anything.
That's where your First Amendment rights come in.
No, he lives in public, therefore he's going to be seen in public. If people want to drive by and take a picture of the Stinky Marie or your license plate, then don't park in public. You live in public. Everything you do, take a shit, eat, everything you do is in public. You have no privacy. The only time you have privacy is when you're inside your van.
Into play. But you actually entered the private property in your vehicle. You recorded me on the private property from your vehicle. You didn't have permission from that private property to record on their property.
You probably didn't have permission to park there either.
To record my van, my location, or my license plate. And like
I'm in an undisclosed location. Okay. So somebody finally found your undisclosed location and just happened to, put a shout out to you, give you a little beep beep, Any other person, you would have, they must be a YouTube fan because I'm such a celebrity.
Said you did that while you were on private property. Now,
hey, Darren, aloha.
No, it's not.
Savannah, aloha.
But it all depends on that private
sister,
property
aloha.
owner if they allow recording on their property, which we don't know, right? Every property is.
Most buildings have CCTV, so, right?
Managed by a different property management company or owner. Every property that's out there has tow trucks assigned to that property.
Oh, I think I just figured it out. He wasn't sleeping. Maybe that's his security guard post that you're standing by in your little black suspenders and in your little black tie, Mr. Most marketable man in corporate America. And then this bullshit comes out of your mouth?
To be able to do the towing that they need to remove the vehicle.
North Shore Towing, folks. North Shore Towing.
So let me clarify
Hey, Monica.
again your First Amendment rights. The First Amendment rights are where you can record in a publicly accessible space.
You were in public.
That means public land.
There was no, if there was a fence and he had to cross a fence, yeah.
From the street or from a public sidewalk, then you are within your First Amendment rights. But you entered the property in your vehicle. You recorded me. Without that private property's permission, you recorded that private property while you were in that private property. You recorded
right, Savannah?
Private property while you were on the private property. And then you were...
Does he not realize how stupid that sounds? And he thinks that people are going to believe that bullshit? I want, Elbow, either you watching now or you'll watch later. Find me the statute. If you find the statute that says that for the city of Chicago, because let's face it, that's where you are, and their ordinances and their I guess privacy laws, and see if that makes any difference of where he was standing at the time. It doesn't matter if you're both on private property. That's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. You're stupid. But it is Elbow who we're talking about after all.
Recorded my private property, the Lisa Marie, and my license plate, and gave out my location.
Well, no, you're not in an undisclosed location. You're at a disclosed location.
On legal lingo, why it's against the law.
Oh, well, tell me why.
You didn't have permission to record physically on that private property.
Doesn't matter.
While you were physically on that private property.
Doesn't
from
matter.
The property owner or the property manager.
Doesn't matter.
That's number one. Number two, zooming in on my license plate.
I did that, by the way.
Giving my location out.
Yeah, that too.
Stalking type of behavior.
No.
And, that is a crime. Stalking is a crime.
No, what's a crime is you trying to make us believe this bullshit. Frankly, my dear, we don't give a damn. And you're about as dumb as a rock. You're just pissed off because you got found. Well, you know what? You're a celebrity. And he was the paparazzi. He didn't bother you. He gave you a little beep beep at the end there. He didn't threaten you. You are such a pussy. Pussy. Oh, I know, Kitten Cat. I know that. You know that. He knows that.
That's not necessary. So
yeah,
you could be facing some legal ramifications.
Oh no.
You have 24 hours to remove your video. David Guns.
He'll probably tell me I have 24 hours to take this down.
Channel. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to seek a legal action.
You do that.
And yes,
you do that,
I will
Bucko.
Go to Cook County Courthouse. Yes, I will file a no contact order of protection on you.
You're such a pussy.
And, I don't know your information.
And how can you serve him?
If I've got to hire a private investigator,
you ain't got no money
to find out your information, an order for the purpose of filing an order of protection, I'll do that.
Hey, Simon, aloha.
Family, you stalked
hey, Ardell.
me for years, and that's not that is not cool.
That's
not cool. That's not legal.
And how did that go for you for Davy Poo? Oh, but he's gonna delve into that one too. Hey, Princess, aloha. So yeah.
Now, It's one
Now,
thing if you record me in a public place
yes,
and
that's
say,
what he
hey,
did.
I found Elvis Travels, I
Yeah.
found Lisa Marie, but
Yeah.
to give out my location, to zoom in on my license plate, and to
You live
you've
in public.
articulated threats against me in the comments section of
No.
your videos. You've articulated threats
No.
of coming and encountering me in my van,
But they just
encountering me
want
in
your
the public.
autograph because you're
Now,
such a
I
celebrity.
don't know you. You're not my friend. You're not my family member. You're not my fan. I don't know what you are. But I know one thing is you're a stalker. And the stalking,
No, he was a guy who knows your past that happened to recognize your piece of shit van and did a little video. Well, let me tell you, Elbow, I've gotten 3 or 4 videos of your stinky Marie sent to me recently of where you are. Have I posted that? No. Have I said anything about it? No. But keep it up there, buddy. And people are going to dox you wherever you go. Because let's face it, you're pretty, you kind of stick out. You know, it's not too hard to realize, oh, hey, there's the Stinky Marie. You know, you're a moron.
stalking has to stop. The buck stops here, David Guns. So, all
I
I'm
hope
saying
David
is
makes
this.
video after video.
I
Maybe
don't
I'll
want
send
you
those
to
videos
contact
to
me in
him.
any way. I've blocked you on Facebook. I've blocked your profiles. Do not call me on the phone. Do not text message me. Do not message my social media profiles on Facebook. And stop stalking me. Stop following me. Stop
Nobody's
doxing my
stalking you.
locations, and
Nobody's
stop
following you.
giving out my license plate number.
Oh my
I
God, you're
appreciate
so
that.
paranoid.
Now, you got 24 hours to take this video down. If you don't, I'm going to be taking.
You got 24 hours to get your piece of shit off the road before somebody else finds it. Because, like I've always said, it's not one of us that he needs to worry about. It's the shadow in the dark. It's the bump in the night. It's the boogeyman that's gonna get you. So keep spouting your bullshit. Keep saying that you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that, and you've never done shit.
Taking legal action against you. I'm going to go to the Cook County Courthouse. I'm going to file an order of protection.
You don't even know who it is.
No contact.
How are you going to do that?
Clause. And if I've got to hire a private investigator to find out who you are for the purpose of filing the no contact order upon you, I will be doing that. You stalk my family. You stalk my sisters at their apartments.
It's because people in the neighborhood know where they live.
I don't appreciate that. That's not cool.
Oh, they're not cool.
And the stalking has to.
You know what else is not cool? Threatening to cut off a woman's head. Diddling a young boy in your van. Let's see. Telling me that put your son. Call him out. I'm calling your son out. My son doesn't need to fight my battles. I can do that very well myself. Thank you very much. And, you know, you're such the tough guy. Your first thing is to say either I'm going to call the cops or I'm going to file a protection order. Yeah, that's a real alpha male talking there, folks. That's who I want my kids to grow up to. Boy, he's so smart.
Stop here and the buck stops here. So
get out of public.
I hope that you can do the right thing and move on. Stop stalking my family.
Nobody's stalking your family.
Stop putting out my license plate number. Stop putting out
why you lied about it.
And you've articulated some threats against me.
Oh, please. You're such a pussy.
Against me verbally and on the comment section of your videos. You said that you wanted to come and knock on my van.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to have a confrontation encounter with me.
No, he didn't.
Well, I'm going to tell you this much. I'm not a kind of person that looks for confrontations or encounters. I've got more important things to do in life. I got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, like chasing cheap hookers in Mexico.
But I'll tell you this much, and I'm telling you right now, and I'm telling you the right thing that you need to do.
No.
So we can resolve this.
There's nothing to resolve.
So it doesn't have to get legal. Remove your video.
Nope.
From your channel.
Nope.
I'd appreciate that within 24 hours.
Nope.
Don't contact me on Facebook. Don't message me.
Nobody cares about your Facebook anyway.
Or me. And don't give out my locations. And just move on with your life.
Well, then get out of the public eye.
I would appreciate that if you do that. Now I'm trying to be a nice guy.
Well, get off the street.
And do this the nice
Go park
way.
in a public or a private garage somewhere, and nobody would bother you.
Route because really, it's a lot of time and paper.
It's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit. Yes, Darren, that's exactly it. Oh my God, he's an imbecile. He's a true imbecile.
Work to put into that, but if I've got to do that, I'll do it.
Get on it.
So that's the bottom line. I don't want to know you. I don't want to get to know you. I don't want to meet you.
Nobody wants to know you either.
I don't want to have a confrontation with you. I don't want you to knock on my van. I don't want to have any part of contact with you. I'm not interested in being your friend. I'm not interested in being in your videos. I'm not interested in talking to you verbally. I have no interest in talking to you. I have no interest whatsoever. I don't know you. I don't want to get to know you. You're not my friend. You're not my fan. You're not my supporter.
Oh.
You're not my family member.
Oh, there we go. You're not my fan.
But I would appreciate.
Hey, hop aloha.
Remove the video, move on with your life, and stop doing the stalkerish behavior. Again,
stalkerish.
First Amendment rights. Yes, you do have First Amendment rights. If you recorded me from a public sidewalk, from a public street, that's your First Amendment right. Once you enter into a private property, you lose those First Amendment rights. You enter into a private property where I was at.
You're in public. You don't have a sense of privacy while you're in public. You dumbass.
The property management manager of that property, property manager of that property, to record anything on that property, whether it was my vehicle or anything else.
Maybe we should find out if he's allowed to park there.
On private property, because I know that I don't have First Amendment rights on a private property.
No, you don't have First Amendment rights when you're in public. There is no sense of privacy when you're in public.
Somebody in a management position that has a business on that
Just
property
ask
will allow you to
any paparazzi in LA.
You didn't get permission from any manager of any business on that property. You didn't get permission.
So if you can't videotape from a private property that has no walls and it has no fence and you can see right into it, like David Gunn said, you can't trespass my eyes because that's public. It doesn't matter about private. Look at all these people that get chased by the paparazzi. They're on private property and they're still filming them, and there's nothing they can do. And you don't think that's not stalkerish? Ask any real celebrity who actually does get stalked by paparazzi. You know, that's why they have bodyguards. That's why they don't go in public a lot when they're like, don't want to be seen. But you're in the public. You live in public because your van is public display. God, I just can't with him. He's such a dumbass.
From the owner of that property to record that property, and you didn't get permission from the property manager of the property management company of that property to record.
Maybe somebody should call that property manager to that parking lot and see if he can be there.
First Amendment rights. Yes, we all have First Amendment rights, but it only pertains to public areas, accessible areas to the public. That means public
wrong
property, public sidewalk.
Wrong.
Public street.
Wrong.
But you drove onto that property for the purpose of stalking me, for the purpose of zooming in on my license plate, for the purpose of giving out my location, and then articulating a verbal threat. What is your articulate?
Oh my God.
Verbal threat? You're a suspicious person.
A suspicious person.
You're a person who's suspicious, who, in my mind,
a suspicious person. Now let's break that down for a minute, folks. A suspicious person, broad daylight, 2:15 in the afternoon, is in his own area where he lives or works or whatever, and happens to see this van that we all know, but we don't love, um, sees said van, knows the person driving it, and does a little shout out to him. Honk, honk, you know? What's threatening about that? What I you just got your man card pulled, Elbow. You have no man card left. Not that you had one to begin with, but the little bit of what you had is this completely erases it all.
And if you don't quit the stalking behavior, you're a candidate for an investigation. Why? Because I don't know who you are. I don't know your name.
That's exactly. You
hide
don't
your
know
face.
who he
I don't know what your
is.
face looks like. I don't know what vehicle you drive. I don't know your license plate number. I don't know your information. You're a person who hides behind a fake name, a fake profile.
So
You hide your face,
what?
and nobody knows who you are.
And
Now, do I think that you're a bad guy? Absolutely not. Do I
oh,
think
here
that you
comes the
really
suck
mean
up.
harm to me or my home to Lisa Marie? Absolutely not. Do I think that you want to come and knock on my van?
Then why would
and
you
have
get a
verbal
protection
confrontation
order?
with me to give views on YouTube?
Because
Absolutely.
you're, hey,
What do I get out
pussy.
of that? Nothing. What do you get out of that? Nothing. We have nothing in common. You're not a nomad. You don't own a camper van. You're not Middle Eastern. You don't like the food that I like. We've got nothing in common, buddy. So I'm going to tell you in a nice way.
He didn't ask you out on a date.
Sweet. I'm going to keep
He
this
merely
really short
filmed
sweet.
your stinking van out in public.
I'm correcting you on a lot of stuff that you talk about and say that's absolutely not true.
Oh my
now,
God.
If you continue recording me and continuing following my locations and doxing my locations and zooming in on my license plate,
then get off the damn road.
Verbal,
oh, thanks,
threats.
Cindy.
Your verbal threats are that you want to have a confrontation with me and knock on my van. Other people on your comment section are encouraging you to have a confrontation with me, all because of YouTube views.
When was the last time he made a video? Oh, maybe 4 months ago?
Because why would you want to have a confrontation with me, or a verbal argument, or a verbal altercation, or words exchange? What do you get out of it? You're not monetized on YouTube. You're not making any money out of it. I'm not monetized on YouTube.
We get to prove you're a liar. We get to laugh at you because you're so triggered right now. You're really showing your manness and the lack of, I should say. And yeah, you're a tough guy. Tough guy.
I'm not making any money out of it. So I'm just telling you right
now. Oh, so if
right
there was
now,
money into
I'm
it,
telling you in a nice way,
it would be different.
Please remove the video.
No.
Please stop stalking my family.
No.
Please stop talking about my family.
Nobody's stalking your family.
You keep on saying that I live with my sister. I don't live with my sister. I live in my camper van. This August will be 7 years that I'm living in a camper van.
7 years? That's pathetic.
I take care of myself. I don't live off of anybody or mooch off of anybody. That's number one. Number two, stop telling people that you think that I live with my sister or I don't want to live with my sister. My sister won't let me live with her.
How about that, Kevin?
If I had an emergency situation and I had a breakdown in my van, most of my sisters would take me in and help me out. And I was in a financial bind and they did help me out. That's what family is for. But I don't mooch off of my sisters. I don't live off my sisters, and I don't live with my sisters. Have they helped me financially in the past when I've been in a bind? Absolutely, and I thank God for that. But stop making things up about my family. You don't know my family. You don't know my sisters, and you don't know my family.
Nobody cares.
I'm thankful that I have a good supportive family, and if I'm in a bind, they had helped me out in the past. But do I live with them? No. Do I live off of them? No. Absolutely not. I enjoy living the camper van life. I enjoy being self-sufficient, and I enjoy taking care of myself. So stop making up lies. Stop making up baloney about me. It's absolutely not true. All right? So again,
what's not true?
I've already clarified to you what the definition of a First Amendment rights are on public property. You don't have First Amendment rights on private property. That means if you physically enter a private property with your camera, you don't have a jurisdiction or authorization to physically record on a private property.
How can you have jurisdiction in the air?
Can you record what your eyes can see from a public street, from a public sidewalk? Absolutely. And you could have did that. But you didn't. God,
he was in a private vehicle.
You didn't do that. So
that's such bullshit.
How does that property feel about
it's what such bullshit?
Well, we don't know. We really don't know, right? So again,
yeah, he goes after
things with you.
He goes after other people's family, but you better not say a word about his. I mean, you know, he called out me, he called out my kids. Um, you know, hey Brad, aloha. Exactly, Brad. Nobody made up anything about him.
I hope
We're
you can
just
get on with your life.
all he did was find your undisclosed location and disclosed it. He didn't threaten you. He didn't say shit to you. All he was is giving you a little shout out. Pomp, pomp. He never knocked on your door. He said he should have, but he didn't. Talk is cheap.
Because I think you're in your 50s and you got other things going on in life. So please be respectful of my family. Stop talking about my family.
Nobody's
Stop
talking
stalking
about your
my family.
family.
Stop stalking me.
You?
Because you know what? You're not getting paid for it on
Nobody's
YouTube.
stalking
You're not making any
you.
money on YouTube. Find a hobby. Do something with your
It
life.
was
I
a
thought that you're
chance
into
encounter.
cast iron cooking. Go buy you some more cast iron pans. Go polish your motorcycle. You supposedly have a motorcycle. Go on a vacation somewhere. Go to Lake Geneva. Go to the lake. Go do something, buddy. There's a lot more in life than coming around and stalking people on the internet. Find a hobby. Find an interest. I'd appreciate if you do that. But again, like I said,
maybe the guy has a life.
your
Have you
verbal
ever thought
threats
about that?
will stop.
And YouTube isn't a
I
priority.
hope that all, because you've articulated that you would have had a confrontation with me if you
No
weren't in a hurry to pick up your
bullshit.
buddy. Now, do I think you're a bad guy? I really don't think you're a bad guy. I really don't think
God,
you would harm
anybody
me
would.
or my home, Elisa Marie. Do you want to have a confrontation verbally on video for views? Absolutely. I think that's what you want. What you get out of that is what? Attention. You're not making money. You're not monetized. Now, I consider that harassment because if I'm telling you I don't want you to contact me,
Oh, you're
I don't want to
harassing
be your
me.
friend, I don't want to be on your video. I'm telling you in a nice way. Cease contact with me. That's what I'm telling you in a nice way.
He had no contact with you. He videotaped
Because
you.
a lot of people, if you didn't learn what happened with Dave the Fisherman.
Oh God, here we go.
Well, you know what, buddy? If you keep on stepping it up and keep on escalating your stalking, well, you're gonna have a court date. And basically, if it doesn't stop, if your stalking doesn't stop,
You're not stalking, you dumbass.
And you continue with your stalking, which I don't appreciate because even though I don't believe that you're a threat to me or you're a threat to me or my van, other people might be a threat to me or my van by you giving out my location. I don't appreciate that. So I hope it stops because if it doesn't stop, hey, if I've got to pay money to hire a private investigator to find out who you are for the purpose of getting an order of protection on you, I'll do that. Why? For the purpose, I don't appreciate you giving out my location to trolls. I don't appreciate that because those trolls that you give my location to, well, those that are faceless and what we don't know, those are the ones that are really the threat to me or my van. And that's not cool, bro. So I hope it stops. I hope the buck stops here. I hope you make a response. The buck stops here because if it continues, if the stalking continues,
nobody's stalking you.
If you keep on giving out my locations,
you need to worry about the people that saw you with Patrick.
Legal recourse, legal action. And what I will do, I will hire a private investigator.
Oh, here we go.
Whatever it takes to find out who you are.
Mr. Nanny Boo Boo.
Once I get your information, I'm going to go to Cook County Courthouse. It's free.
How'd that work out for you last time?
Get an emergency order of protection upon you because you have visited both of my sister's apartment complexes and given out their information. You have visited my van. And that is ample evidence to file an order of protection.
Oh, bullshit.
No contact clause, no contact order.
Oh, my God.
I'll file that. I'll have a court date.
Get on it.
You don't come to the court date.
Get on it. You gotta figure out who he is first.
For the judge, and I'm going to make sure that.
How'd that work for you last time?
You can't talk about me and stalk me on the internet with YouTube. And it's going to be the same thing what happened with Dave the Fisher. I hope it doesn't
you lost.
Get to that level. I don't want it to get to that level. I don't think it's necessary. And like I said, do I think you're a bad guy? No. Do I think that you're a legitimate threat to me or my van? No. What other people that are out there that are faceless, that are nameless? Yeah, it's the ones that saw you with Patrick. Those are the people you need to worry about. You're back in that town now. I don't go around doxing you. I don't go around stalking your family. I don't go around telling people where you live. I don't go around trying to.
Because they don't live in public, you dumb shit.
Why would you want to do that to me? Again, I'm going to say this in closing.
Because people like to hear you do this.
Treat other people with respect.
Oh,
Follows a
That
good
should
book,
come
and
first.
believe me, you'll go a long way in life. That's
Right.
pretty much all I gotta say, bro. Instead of you coming and stalking me,
Hey,
doing all
Kevlar.
this stuff, I've always wanted to meet you and hang out with you. Go have some pizza.
Uh,
Now,
Wait
I
a
don't know
minute.
if we can be
So
friends. Maybe we can be
you
acquaintances.
wait a minute. Wait a
You know?
minute. Wait a minute. So you accuse somebody of stalking you, your family, la 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 la. But now you want to go have pizza with them? Disarm your enemies and take them to pizza? I mean, really?
You're Italian. I'm Middle Eastern. We're both Mediterranean. We got something in common.
No, nobody has anything in common with you.
You know, and
They
I'd
don't go
rather
picking up teenage
we-
boys at the park and your so-called Facebook friend. Right. Yeah. You'll never live that one down. And maybe, well, somebody might think that where your van was parked, it may be somewhere you might be gainfully employed. Imagine that, folks.
your acquaintance than be someone who's filing legal paperwork against you. I don't want to go that route. I've been through it.
I just want to play
It's
nice.
a process, and I don't really want to go.
I want to be picked for the softball team.
And if you continue the stalking, I will. I'll have no choice. I will.
Oh my God,
Again,
you're such a puss.
That's pretty much all I got to say. I've clarified your quote-unquote First Amendment rights, and I've clarified the legal process.
No, you got
what I
another
need to do
35
and what
minutes
I
to
will do if the stalking
blow
continues.
smoke.
And that's not only from David Guns; it could be from anybody else.
Oh my God, here we go.
You know, it's not cool, bro. It's not cool. If I don't,
It may not be cool, but it's not illegal.
If I don't record your license plate on your vehicle, if I don't put out your address and your location of where you live, why would you want to do that to me?
Because they don't live on the streets of Chicago.
That's not cool.
You live on the streets of Chicago.
Or any one of these people that follow you. I've never doxed anybody.
Wow.
I've never threatened to have a confrontation with anybody. I've never recorded anybody's license plates or zoomed in.
No, because you lied about it. We just proved you wrong. That's all.
Why should someone do that to me? Whether it be you, David Gunn?
And furthermore, there's a group of us who already disproved the fact that you got different license plate from a different state. We've sat on that information for what, 2 weeks now, 3 weeks since he was careless enough to show us his license plate at another undisclosed location that was found quite quickly, I might add. Not by me, but a few of my associates. And we knew you lied about the license plate 3 days after you lied about it. So, license plate gate, right? So, you're dumb.
Guns or anybody else. Treat other people as you want to be treated.
Oh, that's rich.
I just wanted to say this and get it off my chest. Hope you guys have a good day. There's people out there that will continue with what they have to do.
No, not at all.
It's their prerogative.
He filmed him. That's all he did.
I really don't
it's not stalking
for me,
when you live in public.
Facebook, and people re-upload my videos on YouTube, but Facebook for me is just a diary of my life. It's just social interaction with people, like I socially interact with people on my personal Facebook. I'm not making money on YouTube. I'm not monetized. It's not my bread and butter anymore.
Yeah, because you ruined it.
At the same time, anybody who's on social media, whether you're a public figure like me or not, nobody deserves to be stopped. See? Nobody deserves to be...
right there. He calls himself a public figure. Fair game is what I say. So if you're a public... hold on. Let me play that again.
License plate or their locations given or their families, public figure like me or not, nobody deserves to be stopped.
A public figure like me.
Zoomed in on their license plate, their locations given, or their family stock. You dox and stalk my sisters.
No.
You dox and stalk me, my locations, and my license plate number. And
you live in public. You're a public figure. You have no sense of privacy.
This guy in Highland Park. Look at the shooting.
You have no expectation of privacy when you live on the streets and you're a public person.
In the world. And we all need to be safe and cognizant of what's going on.
Exactly, Fundy.
It only takes one crazy guy It only takes one bad apple to ruin a barrel. And you know what? It's kind of scary. A lot of people watch YouTube. A lot of people watch Facebook.
Paranoia will destroy ya.
You know, God forbid, David Guns, if somebody were to put your where you live at, you don't know what nut jobs are out there. 99% of people are good people, but you know what? There could be that one nut job.
And trouble seems to find you wherever you go. You get in a fight with anybody. Gas station, shawarma place.
It's unpredictable. So, anyways, I don't know.
Yep, Brad, he sure is.
Have a good night, David Guns. I hope that you, listen to this video.
Oh, we are.
Take what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is the right thing to do. You know, if you were doing something that was
so now you're saying it's the right thing to do. A minute ago you were saying it's illegal.
You're not doing anything good. Nothing good is going to come out of what you're doing. Number one, even if you record me and we have a confrontation, I'm not going to give you what you want because I'm not going to have a verbal confrontation with you.
Because you don't have a vocabulary.
You're stalking if we do have a confrontation.
Oh my God, you're such an idiot.
Your license plate, your vehicle, and the purposes of identifying you, not to make views on Facebook.
Exactly, Darren.
People are encouraging you to have a confrontation with me. Why? It's entertainment for people. People want to see confrontations. It's entertaining. That's what they want. That's what people want. Now, are you making any money out of it? Am I making any money?
No, we just wanted to prove you were a liar.
People want free entertainment. Anything for free.
Hey, David, aloha.
Whether it's you having a confrontation with me or whether it's like the lady that was following me in Indiana, what's her name? Katie, whatever, Miss Wonderful.
Well, you know, he may be getting royalties from the adult film that he participated in while in Mexico and got paid for. So, you know, he might have royalties coming in. You know, dog farts may be his ticket to ride, you know, or FetLife or, you know, whatever, whoever might distribute it, you know. Just saying.
Or anybody else, give or take. All these trolls that are out there that don't donate to anybody, people want free entertainment. Anything for free to entertain them, they'll take it.
Pretty much.
Whether it's you having a confrontation with me, or whether it's like the lady that was following me in Indiana, what's her name?
And Katie, he pussed out on that one too.
Or anybody else, give or take.
Call the cops! Call the cops!
Don't donate to anybody.
Call the cops!
Want to see free entertainment, free confrontations without paying anything. People want to see free entertainment.
And
now, Miss Wonderful was monetized. She was making money.
Nope, not anymore.
Verbal confrontation.
Nope.
Now, she was monetized.
She only wanted your autograph.
You're not making a dime out of this. I'm not making a dime out of this. And even if I was,
you'd spend it on cheap hookers.
I didn't run my channel on going around and stalking people and following people and having confrontations. I didn't do that. I never did that. Never will.
No, you went around picking up young boys. You went around spreading your funk everywhere. You went around hustling people and scamming people but yet he's a good guy, folks.
So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pop on out of here. I know people are going to take
liar.
This video and re-upload it on YouTube. That's fine and dandy. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
That's fine and dandy.
Yep, there you go.
Go ahead and leave your
from
comments.
his mouth.
Hey, if I'm saying something wrong,
I can use it.
This is for David Guns. Anybody else watching, whether you're my fan, you're my troll, whether you're David Guns.
Oh, fans.
Wrong in this video, legally, please correct me.
That's it. Guns is just a fan.
Please correct me. Please correct me on anything that I said in this video that I was wrong about.
I think I just did.
And if I'm wrong, hey, I'll admit that I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Of what I put out in this video, everything that I'm saying is correct information.
Newsflash, you're wrong.
Morally the right thing to do.
Morally, you don't have a moral cell in your body.
I'm not perfect. I try to do the best of my life and do the right thing in life.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes. If I made a mistake in this video, if I said something wrong legally or morally,
yes.
Or if you guys disagree with anything that I say,
I disagree with everything you say.
In the comment sections on YouTube and the re-uploads. Correct me. You know,
I just did.
As far as I know, I don't believe I'm wrong.
As far as I know, I don't think I'm wrong.
You guys are right, but I believe I'm right in this situation. And like I said, instead of putting me down, and let's talk an intelligent conversation instead of insulting me and saying nasty things about me. Why don't we have an intelligent conversation and tell me, hey,
The truth is not hate. It says so in my title. The truth is not hate. You may hate the truth, but the truth is not hate.
Elvis Travels, Marshall, you said something wrong legally in this video.
You said something wrong
You said something
legal.
wrong morally in this video.
You
were
said something
about
wrong
this.
morally in this video.
And I'll listen to those comments, and if
Okay,
I'm wrong, I'll
listen
acknowledge
up.
that I'm wrong. I'm not perfect, but I
No, you're
believe
not.
in my heart of hearts, what I've said in this
You
video
have no heart. You sold
is
it to
the
the
right
devil long
thing
ago.
morally, it's the right thing legally,
No,
and it's just the right common sense thing. That's about it.
no, it's all for a good laugh.
That's about it. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pop on out of here.
You said that 10 minutes
I know
ago.
there's a lot of people out there in all these comments section below that are always trying to continually dox me and all that, and give out my information.
Then get off the public
blah, blah,
streets.
blah, blah. You know what? In Assyrian, we say mato mashata. Keep on doing what you're doing, guys. Do what you got to do. I don't really care what you say about me.
Everyone in my side chat, we're all doing what we want to do.
Just don't dox my locations.
Then get off the public streets.
Just don't harass me and stalk me.
No, we're not harassing. Nobody's harassing you. Nobody's even stepped up to you and said a word. But if you want me to release those videos, I will.
I could care less really if people hate me or disagree with me. I don't really care. People could talk about me till you're blue in the face. I don't care.
Well, I must be blue in the face.
Don't attack my family.
Nobody attacked your family.
I'd appreciate that. Don't dox my locations. I'd appreciate that.
No, that's not going to happen.
Don't say nasty, threatening things. If you
Nobody did that.
Blue in the face, hey, it's your freedom of speech. You can say whatever the hell you want about me. I could care less.
There you go, Ardell.
What people say about me or think about me or if they disagree with me. That's your freedom of speech.
No, that's my opinion.
In the face. In the end of the day, you don't pay my bills. You don't support my life. You have no authorization or authority over my life and what I do, or what I believe in, or how I live my life.
No, you're right.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, you're right about that. I'd never take credit for your life.
There's a lot of people out there that leave a lot of hateful comments and insults and all that. That's fine. That's your freedom of speech. Go ahead and do that to your blue in the face.
The truth hurts.
I don't care. Because you can say whatever the hell you want about me, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change my life. You don't pay my bills. You don't support me.
Apparently, this changed your life.
To disagree with me.
Because you're kind of a little triggered there, buddy.
To hate me, you have the right to dislike me.
Yeah.
You have the right to insult me. And that's your right. That's your freedom of speech. But just have some common decency and respect. Don't attack my family. My family has nothing to do with what I do. Don't dox my location.
You're wanting respect now? Sorry, that ship has sailed. You will never have respect ever again. At least for me, allegedly.
And that's all I ask. And don't make fake phone calls on me with the cops and managers and stuff like that. Don't make phone calls and
Dirty
phone calls. If you want to insult me or you're blue in the face, I could care less, folks. I really don't care. Because
apparently you do.
To make people like me, I wouldn't be happy in life. Because when you live your life so people could like you, you're just living a fake life. You're just living a life that other people to agree upon.
So my life your life is so grand.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be myself.
Right.
And that's the way that we should all be. As long as we're not harming anybody or hurting anybody, we should all live our lives the way that we see fit.
No, you lost that when you picked up Patrick.
And that's the bottom line. You know?
Yep, that's the bottom line.
That's about it. You know, it's unfortunate that people go around hating on me or hating on other people on the internet instead of finding a hobby or something. Like I told David Guns, man, go find a hobby, man. Find a hobby.
I have a hobby.
Go polish your motorcycle.
I know Stitching Girl has, and I know it. Brad Silverdog.
Go do something, man. Go make some.
When was the last time you did anything?
From Cento named Brandon. Make your own pasta sauce. Learn how to bake.
Wait a minute. He's telling us to cook and learn to bake, where he hasn't cooked a meal. Well, I guess Chef Boyardee, mini raviolis is a meal that he can cook. But telling us to get a hobby? Well, we know what your hobby is, and that's kind of disgusting.
Something in life, man. You're retired, you don't work. Come on, you got something better to do than driving around looking at somebody living in a camper van in Chicago. Come on, man. And that's for everybody else. That's not only for David Guns, it's for everybody else, this video.
Oh.
Find a hobby. Find an interest.
I have a hobby. I have a dog and I go to the beach.
And believe me, if you do find a hobby, passion, or interest, I promise you, you'll be happier in your life. You know why? You're not going to have time to come online and hit on me or anybody else.
Yeah, we do. It's only an hour out of our day.
Something new in life, you know? All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I hope you guys have a good
God,
night.
you said that 20 minutes
You
ago.
guys have a good night and stay safe out there. And I'm going to say this in closing, and this is to David Gunn.
So the whole breakdown is, how dare you, states the law, whines and cries, recants his statement about the law, whines and cries, now tries to go buddy and want to, break bread. Then it's do the moral thing. And then it's get a hobby. Did I miss anything there?
And to everybody else, to those who love me, I love you and I pray for you in Jesus' name in your lives. And to those who hate me, I got to say, I forgive you in Jesus' name. I pray for you. I pray for
I
your
don't
salvation.
hate you. I just think you're stupid.
And I pray that you can turn your hate for me. You don't have to like me. You don't have to be my friend.
Nope.
But just turn your hate for me. Turn that energy, that negative energy and hate that you have for me.
It's not hate.
Take that energy.
It's my opinion.
And don't focus on me, but focus on yourselves.
No, you focus on
your
yourself.
Hobby, your interests, your passions. And if you do that, you won't have time to come online and hate on me or hate on anybody else. Find a hobby or interest.
Right. The guy who lives in his van for 7 years tells us to get a hobby.
Well, that's pretty much all I got to say, folks. I feel good about talking to you guys. This message just wasn't for David Guns. It was for everybody.
Oh, pat it on the back.
On YouTube.
I feel good about myself.
There's a lot of people that are hateful. But this is a video, like I said, for David Guns and everybody else.
Me.
Everybody else. And like I said, you can insult me to blue in the face. I could care less. But again, let's have intelligent conversation. If you believe that I said something incorrect in this video, legally or morally,
you're wrong.
Or Bible-wise,
yes, legally, morally, and every other way. You're wrong.
Let me know in the comments.
All right? I'm letting you know. You're wrong.
I'll own up to it and say, you know what?
Come up on my side chat and I won't block you. And if you want to spew your bullshit and continue this nonsense, maybe I'll do it again tomorrow. And you can really explain yourself, how you really feel, because there's that. Oh my. Just when you thought the summer was getting a little boring, and then we have this. All right, just a minute. Waddy's having a time. He wants to go outside. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up now because, frankly, I've got a bunch of stuff to do. I have a hobby. I have to go tend to my hobby. That hobby today consists of harvesting some bananas, a papaya, and maybe go pick up some mangoes. And my other hobby, well, I go to the beach. I don't get it. All right, I hear you. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful time. Be safe out there. And if Fat Boy gets back to me and wants to discuss this, because, he is right. Always right. He's never done anything wrong, right? So I may have to go live again soon. Never know. All right, everybody. Have a great day. And until next time, aloha. I hear you. We're going right now.